Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got an update from Stas's piano, and this is not my piano, but it's a very similar project to mine. So he's asked for some feedback. So if you see anything of interest, drop a comment, it would mean a lot. So we are moving along at a very similar pace, and for each part you design, you also need to design a process that allows us to manufacture those parts to be consistent, for which if you're doing in a shed, it can be really difficult. Stas has been using a CNC laser cutter to create some tone bars, and this is really cool as this creates many parts repeatedly to a high tolerance. This is why I think the 3D printer works so well with this type of project. Once you've got a design that works, you can make many copies really easily. But using a laser cutter is just another level. I think I need to get my hands on a laser cutter at some point. But yeah, the quality of these looks so good. If he's got the formula right to make some great sounding tines, then I think we're onto a winner here. It's really interesting that you can kind of make something look like a piano really easily, but to actually make it sound like one, there's a lot of details that kind of goes into it, and they're the really important bits. So one part that's really important to set up is this key dip. On Fender Rhodes, this is done with felt on the front rail, and there are conflicting information about what this felt does. Some state the felt is only there for like extreme events where if you just slam the keys down, it would damage the keys and kind of stop any damage from happening to the hammers or the hammer pivots. But I just find that hard to believe. I would think if Fender had their way, they'd get rid of anything that wasn't needed, so that these front felts do have a reason. So Stas has been trying to tailor these gaps. So the front felt rail, the gap between the hammer and the tine, and also the hammer and the key. I think it's really important to understand how these parameters affect your piano, and these parameters will likely depend on what your key length, key material, felt material, and anything else you've changed on your piano will be. So I don't think there's going to be any hard and fast rules here. This is just something you're going to have to do if you try and design a piano like this level of fettling. He's also provided a little bit of audio, and this is a little bit distorted, so I wouldn't read too much into this. He's also got some footage of the harp being put together. This looks really nice. That aluminium really sets it off. But yeah, I think we're both getting an appreciation for how complicated these pianos are and how hard it is to make them. And for those who do it on a commercial level, we tip our hats. It's so cool that these pianos are still being made and enjoyed. It is amazing. Now, I really am enjoying what I'm seeing with Stas has achieved so far, and it's pushing me along, which I really appreciate, and it's helping me push my designs. It's almost like a race, but I wouldn't call it a race. But yeah, I think that's it for this time, and yeah, thank you for watching.